Hey, everybody. Hey, wait for a few people to get in. I'm going to talk on tonight about a few things. How are you doing? Good. Come on in. Come on in. Hey. Hello, everybody. What's going on? How are you? How are you? Hey, how you doing? Bless you on tonight. Bless you. God is good, y'all. I cannot tell you how good God is. What I've been through and how I know Him to be good is nothing compared to how good He has been doing and how He's been in my life. How are you? Hey, do me a favor and share this video with somebody on your page. Share this video with somebody that you know, somebody that may be sick, somebody that you know that is dealing with an ailment, or a family member, a friend. Share this video. Let them know that Prophet Jones is on, but I'm coming to you tonight as a brother in the Lord is going to share something that is so amazing and that is life changing. And we all, I'm pretty sure all of us need something in our life right now, especially after dealing with so much. Hey. How you doing, Pastor Amos? God bless you. Karen, Scott, God bless you. Donald, hey, y'all. Listen, good day to you. Good evening. Here in Vegas, it's roughly about 9 o'clock, but I know other parts of the world it's a little bit later, but no time is better than the present time when we're talking about our life, when we're talking about healing and deliverance, and talking about something that has affected many people on this earth and family members. Hey, how are you doing? God bless you. God bless you on tonight. So those that are on, share this video. God bless you, Sister Smith. God bless you. I'm going to be talking tonight about some things that was life-changing for me, some things that caused my whole life to be turned upside down in a matter of months. As I stated in my post, I killed cancer. And a lot of people will say, well, how did you do that? Well, it was some things that I did in my life that caused me to be in a situation to where they told me one day I had cancer. And it was basically because of the eating habits that I had, different eating habits. Hey, Sonia. Hi. Eating habits. Our eating habits is one of the things that we deal with in our lives that can cause our lives to be turned upside down in a matter of moments. And I just wanted to talk to you all on tonight about something that helped me through my ordeal of being diagnosed with cancer, going through the hospital process, going through taking medicine, taking chemotherapy. God bless you, Stefan Love. God bless you. And there were some things, my hair fell out. And in my hair falling out, there were some products that I used in that process of my hair falling out, taking chemo. There were some herbs that I'd taken. And in the matter of months, I went from having to take chemo, being in severe pain, taking what is it called, morphine and Dilaudid at the same time, to months later, today, I'm not taking any medicine. I'm not on chemotherapy anymore. As you all can see, I look like a beast in the face. My hairs grow back. It's no shave November was here, and I haven't shaved a whole month. So God is doing great and mighty things. And I want you to know on tonight that you can live. You can live with whatever it is that they said that you have or what you were diagnosed with. You can live. But it takes us being consistent, faithful, and having a mindset that I'm going to do what it takes to live. I'm going to make the changes in my life that I need to make in order for me to live a healthy life. Because I don't know about you, but I want to live, one, for my son. I have a son, he's 3 years old, and when I was in the hospital sick, I could not think of nothing more. Hey, how are you doing, Mr. Jones? Aaron, how you doing, cousin? I couldn't think of nothing else but to who was going to take care of my son if I died, who was going to be here for him. And that was the one thing that bothered me most when they told me that I wasn't going to live after being diagnosed with cancer. They said I wasn't going to live. I wasn't going to make it. And some of you know my story. I'll share a little bit of it on the broadcast on tonight as I talk about the herbs that I have that I want to talk about that's going to help you. So share this video. Anyone that is sick, if you get your pen and paper out and get ready, because we're just going to take a little ride down Herbal Lane and the herbs that I've been taking, and we're going to talk about a few things to do and a few things that we don't need to do. So as I stated earlier, in April of this year, I was diagnosed with cancer. And when they told me I was diagnosed with cancer, it was like a back-to-back thing, because I was at the doctor's office, and the doctor, he told me, he said, listen, you have to go to the hospital now. They called the paramedics from the doctor's office and transported me to the hospital, where I spent, hey, how are you doing, Sister Thomas, where I spent almost 3 months of my life in the hospital dealing with cancer. And during this process of me being in the hospital, they put me on chemotherapy. I was taking all types of medicine, and then the doctors kept coming in wanting to know, do I have a DNR? I need to put a DNR in place because they wasn't expecting me to live, and that if I did not, that if they resuscitated me, that I wouldn't live, or that I would be a vegetable or quadriplegic, and that I would be paralyzed for the rest of my life if they had to intubate me. And they kept talking to me about a way of life, or if they had to resuscitate me if I did cold or what have you. And that's my mother who said it's all true. She was there during this whole process of me being diagnosed with cancer. So in this process, I had to, and what I'm about to tell you right now is one of the biggest thing and the biggest tools and the biggest thing that you need to know and make a part of your life when someone tells you something that you don't want to hear or that you don't like. You do not have to accept everything that someone speaks over your life. I don't care what paperwork says. I don't care what the paperwork says. I don't care what the test says. You do not mentally have to accept that. The Bible says, so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And we recognize that we have the power of life and death in our tongue as Christians, as those that serve God. We have that power to decree a thing. So what I'm saying on tonight, one of the biggest things that you can do to help cure you or help kill whatever it is that's attacking you or attacking your body is to speak life. Speak life to yourself. Tell yourself, listen, the Bible says that I will live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. And when we do that, we begin to know and begin to believe what God said, begin to have faith and trust in Him. So what I want to talk about there, so we went through that process. We went through that ordeal of me getting down to 95 pounds, y'all. I got down to 95 pounds, wasn't nothing but skin and bones. Listen, I was already skinny as it is, but I got down. God bless you, Bishop. We got down to 95 pounds in the hospital and wasn't expected to live. And I began to pray. I made up in my mind, listen, I'm going to take control over my life. Listen, I'm going to live. And I began to pray and seek God and say, God, what do I need to do? Where do I go from here? What do I do at this moment? Because I've reached my end. I've reached the end of everything. I've come to a brick wall, God, and I cannot go no further. Where do I go now? I need you to help me. And listen, y'all, God did just that. God gave me an answer that blew my mind. He gave me an answer, listen, that was always there the whole entire time. What I needed, what I was going through, what I was dealing with, I already had my answer the whole time. Listen, most of the stuff that I'm going to talk about tonight was already in my house, already in my medicine closet, already, and I just was not taking it. I was just not doing what I was supposed to do in order to live a healthy lifestyle and in order to be healthy. So share this video tonight. One of the things I want to talk about on tonight, a few things. I'm going to talk about black seed oil. I'm going to talk about black seed oil on tonight. I'm going to talk about garlic and how it's beneficial to you. I'm going to talk about Casa Sagrada on tonight. I'm going to talk about honey on tonight. Hey, Billy, how you doing? And I'm going to talk about something that's called burdock root. Burdock root, listen, I don't know, this is one of the nastiest drinks that I've ever drunk in my life, and it's called burdock root. But this thing, this tea, this herb was one of the things that I took to save my life. This one tea was one of the attributes that caused cancer to leave my body. Burdock root. And another one is called soursop. They're leaves from a different country. And these things that I took and these things that I made a part of my diet caused me to live today, to where from April of 2017 until I think it was we were in October when the doctor said you don't have to take chemo no more. And the doctor was amazed at the fact that, one, my hair grew back while I was taking chemo, y'all. My hair had fallen totally out. But my hair grew back while I was taking chemo, and and not only did the herbs help, but I began to take a product called Groveda. I began to use it, called Groveda. I'm going to talk to you more about this product. It's a product that you use on your hair, but I used to use it on my bald head. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about coconut oil tonight. We're going to talk about this thing right here and the multiple purposes that it used. But I'm going to stop there with presenting things. I got a few more other things to present, but I'm going to talk about some of the stuff I've already talked about. One of the worst things that you can have in your diet is salt. Salt is not good for you. I dare you to take the initiative to go online, to use Mr. Google and say, Mr. Google, what is salt? How is salt bad for me? How is it beneficial to me? And you're going to find out some amazing things about salt and how bad it is for you. So I'm just going to tell you to replace salt with liquid aminos. This was life-changing for me because I'm a cook. I'm a chef. I love to cook. I love to bake. And I love seasoning. And I love to taste my food, y'all. And so you can imagine how much a culture shock it was for me when my mother said, listen, hey, Brian. Hey, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. When my mother said, Michael, you cannot have salt anymore. You cannot have salt in your diet anymore. You have to change your whole lifestyle. Listen, and I was like a little kid. At 34 years old, like a little kid, pouting and mad because I had to take some things out of my diet. And so I did. I took it out of my diet, and I very rarely use salt on anything. I don't put salt on nothing. When I cook, I use this, liquid aminos, and it has an awesome taste, and it is really good and healthy for you, y'all. Another thing that you all need to take out of your diet, And a lot of y'all that love breakfast food about to fall out and faint, because I did too, because I love pancakes. But look at this. Yes, pancake syrup. It is bad for you. It is bad for your life. Listen, if there was anything that cancer derives off of, it's sugar, corn syrup. And this is something that we need to exit out of our diet. We want to live healthy. We want to be here for our children and our family. So there's some things that we have to do. There's some things that we have to do in order to live. Liquid aminos is better. Listen, there's a lot of things that life and people would tell you that's good for you and you need it. Yes, but there's a better way. Yes, you said salt is essential. Yes, that may be true, and that may be everything possible and true about that, but it's the type of salt that we have. There is a type of seasoning that, or a type of a healthy way of using salt, or that salt attribute, or that salt taste, or that replaces salt that's better for us, and it's liquid aminos. All right. So another thing that we need to exit out of our diet, and we know that, and it's sugar. Sugar has there's benefits, pros and cons, and our body derives and lives off of sugar and things about sugar. But one of the things that we need to know again is that we need to pick the right sugars to have. And I found one and it's called liquid agave nectar. I use this, y'all, for my pancake syrup, and I use this to put in my teas. I use this as sugar. And another one that, if you don't like that, I use also stevia in raw form. Stevia. Those are better for you than the actual sugar. Or you can be like us, and if you take salt out of your diet, you will die. Listen, if you leave the wrong salt in your diet, you're going to die, because you're going to have high blood pressure, and you're going to have other different things that's associated with the wrong type of salt. So I'm giving you a replacement for that salt with the proper way to season your food and the proper way to get that essentials that you need, that they say is for our bodies. So again, it is liquid aminos. All right. So again, now we have what I call a super herb, and it's the herb that blessed me, helped me, caused me to have energy, caused me to live. And I believe one of the reasons why I'm still alive today, one of the reasons, and I'm going to tell you, one of the things, I cut salt out of my diet, and I'm living today. I cut salt totally out of my diet, and I'm living today. I lived off of liquid aminos, and I'm alive today. I cut sugar out of my diet. I lessened the amount of sugar intake that I had. But black seed oil. There's studies that show that black seed oils can cure anything but death. It can cure anything but death. And I was just so enlightened in regards to the things that I found out that black seed oil helps with. The number one things it talks about that it kills or deal with, and it's cancer, is the number one thing. The second thing is I'm going to talk about in regards to the black seed oil is it promotes healthy liver. It promotes a healthy liver. Oh, amen. My cousin Drina is on here. I'm going to talk to her. She said, can you send me some cheese? Another thing that I cut out of my diet was dairy products. And my cousin, Drina, who's on the line on tonight, she's on the same diet that I am. And we were cheese lovers, y'all. We just love cheese. And so she's moving towards the products of being healthy because there is an issue in her body. And she believes that by changing her diet and with the leading of God and doing the proper things, that she can be made whole. So another thing that black seed oil helps with, y'all, diabetes, weight loss, and it helps restore hair. If you all were there at the beginning of my broadcast, I talked about how my hair had fallen out and I had to use some products, and I did not know how powerful this product was, black seed oil. And also it helps you with your skin. As you all, if you look at my skin right now, y'all can see how shiny it is or whatever. I have not put on any lotion. I took a shower a short time ago and have not put on any lotion, but you can see how vibrant your skin will become just by using these products. Going healthy will cause you to live a longer life, a longer healthy life. And another thing that black seed oil helps with, deals with, and fights, and that is infections in your body. Any type of infection that is in your body, listen, God created us. God created our bodies. God created everything about us. And it was God created, and out of everything that God created, he said, when I made man, I saw that it was very good. Everything else that he made, he said, I saw that it was good. But it wasn't until he came into man, when he created man, he said, let us make man in our own image and after our own likeness. So he did that. And he said, I seen it was very good. So God gave us a body that was able to, one, reproduce. Now, two, it gave us the ability to, our bodies to heal itself. Amen. And God gives us the opportunity to heal ourselves. Like I said, the things that I'm talking about on tonight, there are things that I did in my healing process, on my way to be healed, on my route to be healed, and caused me to be cancer free today. And I'm not telling you anything from a professional perspective. I'm telling you something from my personal experience and my personal walk down this road of being sick at the point of death. And now I'm alive and well and have more energy than I ever had before, and go. And I sleep very well at night. Hey, Pastor Amy, I sleep very well at night, y'all. It is just amazing to see what God had done just by me being obedient. A lot of people there, you need to be obedient when God speaks to you and receiving the things that God has for you. Being obedient. All right. So black seed oil. Black seed oil is a great benefit for us in regards to our healing. And someone asked me, how did I take it? Listen, what I did was for me. I would encourage you, once you get your black seed oil, if you're going to get it, to speak to a nutritionist or speak to get a nutritionist or speak to someone who can help you speak to a nutritionist that can help you on your walk or on your path to wellness, in regards to everything that I talk about on tonight. I encourage you to go and Google that. Go and look it up. The Bible says that we perish for lack of knowledge. We have to have knowledge, so we have to go out and search these things out. We have to go out and do the footwork in order for us to reach our goals. And I don't know about you, but I want to live. All right, I want to live. Keep sharing. Love hearing your testimony. Thanks, Billy. God bless you. Teresa, hey, thank you so much. But honey is another thing that I took. My mother came to me one day. She said, Michael, you need to start eating garlic. She said, raw garlic is the best. Raw garlic is the best. My mother's online right now, you all. Dr. Ann Jones, she's sharing some things in regards to sugar and why it's good and bad right now and a few other things. So she said, you need to start eating. And I didn't understand how much garlic helps in your everyday life, how much garlic was essential to us as humans. And I didn't understand what it actually did. A lot of people don't like garlic, but I found out that garlic was almost comparable to what we use as an antibiotic. Garlic is comparable. The same antibiotic that the doctors would give you in the hospital, a shot. In my studies, they said 9 cloves of garlic is comparable or equivalent to 1 shot of that they would give you in the hospital in regards. And I was like, are you serious? That all of these things that the doctors do, God has put it in the earth for us to have it naturally. So again, garlic is so essential, and I dare you to do the research on that and say, listen, I'm going to take control of my life. I'm going to take control of my life, and I'm going to live healthy, and I'm going to do what it takes to live a long life. Some people get up tired. Some people, have headaches, and you may deal with diabetes, overweight, or different things of that nature. Whatever the situation may be, I dare you to consult a herbalist or someone that can help you in your walk or your path to healing. So again, black seed oil was so amazing for me. Black seed oil, and listen, y'all, it doesn't taste good. It didn't taste good to me. I didn't like the taste. Actually, I always had my head in the bag after tasting it, but I became immune to it, and I began to find other ways to take it. Other ways that I can digest it. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, the benefit of black seed oil, I cannot express to you the gratitude that I have from my mother consistently saying, Michael, you need to do this, you need to do that. And me having a mindset to say, listen, I'm going to live. I'm going to live, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to live. And listen, watch this. One of the biggest things, I don't care what it costs. I'm going to do it. And it was amazing. Another thing that I began to take, I talked to you all about burdock root. Burdock root, and you can get that from the health food store. And listen, my mother sat there and makes this tea from the burdock root. She boils it and makes it. I'm going to post the way that you make this or the way that you process the burdock root in order to get your tea on my page. And it's nasty, y'all. It's nasty. There's no ifs and buts about it. It's nasty, but this stuff works. This stuff, listen, cancer and diseases cannot live when you begin to fight it with that natural source or the herbs. Those diseases and those sicknesses cannot live in these in your body. Hey, Tina. Once you start putting these things in your body. Now, Tina, she's on the line. She's my sister. She purchased this for me. She purchased this, and it's soursop. It's a leaf. And I began to look up soursop, and it talks about how it fights cancer and it heals you from cancer, and it begins to, it was a cure in a sense for cancer. And the reason why it said that online was because there were so many testimonies that cancer, after they began to drink this, that there was no trace of cancer in their body anymore. So there are things out there, and there is medicine out there, herbs, I would say, that will help you in your walk with life, help you in your walk to being well, help you in your walk to being made whole. So this is the soursop tea that my mom made. I had the burdock root, and then we have the soursop. The soursop, and I began to look it up, and even the leaves are somewhat toxic to different insects. And then when they would eat them, they would die. And that's what happens when this particular herb is in your body. Those entities and those parasites and different, I call them bad guys that are in your bodies, when they begin to come in contact with this, they begin to die. And that's what it is. And cancer is nothing but a disease, or like a pest that just spreads and moves. And so when you begin to put this in your body, and your body begins to absorb this, cancer cannot live there. And that was another thing about alkaline water. Alkaline water is, it's great, y'all. They say that cancer cannot live in an alkaline body. Cancer cannot live in an alkaline body. So in your state, wherever you are, I know here in Nevada, there's a few companies that sell alkaline water. They will even deliver it to your house. But alkaline water is so good. So in my process of taking all of these medicines, there were two things that I did particularly that helped me and my hair growth. I'm going to show you all my hair. You see my hair? I have nothing on my hair. All I did was put some leave-in conditioner tonight when I got out of the shower. And this is my hair. My hair is so soft, and it has grown tremendously. I have pictures on my page when I was totally bald-headed, when I didn't have not a damn piece of hair nowhere. And I began to take the black seed oil. And even as I took the black seed oil, there was another product that I began to use even in that time of when my hair began to start falling out. I began to use this product called Groveda Cream Shampoo. And it says it infuses and it's a hair stimulator, a growth stimulator. It causes your hair, it says, promotes hair growth and thickness, lessen breakage and frizziness. And so they have Groveda Creamy Conditioner, and then they have the Groveda Hair Sperm, and then they have the Groveda Avocado Hair Mask. These products are awesome. I'm going to share a link to these on my page as well in regards to promoting healthy hair and hair growth. And I'm going to tell you the type of hair that I have now. If you all will look hey, Pastor Lewis and Maisha, hey, if you all will look on my page, you all will see that my hair, I had black folks' hair. I had that stuff that'll snatch back at you and cut you. And now the type of hair that I have, it's really soft. You would think that I was mixed or I was from some other country because of the way I don't even know what to do with it. I'm 35 years and I've never had this type of hair. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my head and how I'm going to keep it, because, before I just used to go like that and walk out the door and I'm good. Now I can't do that because my hair be all over my head. It's so light and it just does what it want to do, y'all. So I got to keep something on it to keep it down. Otherwise, it'd be all over my head. But those things that I took were life-changing to me. One of the other biggest things that I took, hey y'all, God bless y'all. Hey Laura, one of the other things that I took that I started taking that was amazing to me, and this actually has a decent flavor, a decent taste to it. It's called Lviv. These two herbs that I took were the herbs that I would call super herbs, or the herbs that I will say, or that were key and essential to saving my life and to causing me to be cancer free. There was something so ironic. This product that is Lviv, and is by Odyssey Life. If you all want to get that product, or if you any products that I talk about on my broadcast on tonight, if you want to order them, you can get them directly to me. Just inbox me your name and also a email address so I can send you some correspondence to your email. And if you want me to have your number, you can leave your number too. I am so excited because we are building a web page. It is almost done. I'm doing this, y'all, because I want to see people healed. I want to see people deliver, and cancer is one of the biggest things. Cancer was on both sides of my families. My grandfather on my mother's side died of cancer. My grandfather on my daddy's side died of cancer. I had family members on my mother's side with cancer, family members on my daddy's side with cancer. So, it was in the genes, y'all. But listen, everyone that had cancer that I know of in my family, that I know of, they're not here today. And there's a few more that's battling it right now, but they're not here today besides those two that have it now. But I was the only one that lived until a few weeks ago. My mother put a bombshell on us on one of her broadcasts, and she was telling us how the doctor said that she had a cancerous mole or something, and they wanted her to start taking chemo and all of that, but she declined, and she just began to do the regimen that I'm talking to you all about tonight. And weeks later, months later, about a month later or so, I'm not sure what the duration of time, but I know it wasn't that long in between her going and in between her going back for her retest. She is cancer free, y'all. And all it took, yes, a bombshell. That's my sister Tina, because we was on the phone talking about it. We was talking about our mama and how upset we were that she didn't tell us. But listen, she knew what to do because she had already seen it work in me. She had already seen these products work. And when God tell you something, and when God give you the information that you ask for, you can take that to the bank and ain't got to worry. When you pray to God and he gives you an answer, you ain't even got to question it. Just do it. Just like now, when God speak to you, listen, God has not forgotten everything that he told you, what he promised you. God is going to do it. The Bible said his word won't come back to him void. Listen, I ain't get on here to preach tonight. I'm going to talk to you about living healthy. But Swedish bitter was another medicine, another herb that we took. It was Swedish bitter, and just as it sounds, y'all, Swedish bitter, but it was more of the bitter than the Swedish, and it is nasty. But listen, these herbs that I'm talking to you all about on tonight, they are life changing. And if you ever want to, listen, there was no closer than death than I was this year, and had to spend those months in the hospital and them telling me, you're not going to live, you're not going to live, you're not going to live. But when I began to take these herbs, when I began to take all of these things that God had given us to do, listen, my whole life turned upside down. My skin changed. Listen, I went from weighing 95 pounds, y'all, to right now where I weigh 178 pounds. That is nothing but God. Yes, 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 yes. And that's another thing. Thank you, Lord. That brings me to my other point. You cannot just get any type of herb and think it's going to work. Yes, Tina, my hair texture totally changed. I I used to be jealous when I was a teenager because I seen other people with better hair than me and I couldn't get certain hairstyles because of the type of hair I had. But listen, now that I'm in my 30s, over there in the 35 range, listen, I got the type of hair that I wanted when I was a teenager or a young man. I got that type of hair now, and listen, it was just amazing. It was just amazing that to see the transformation of my body and how my body began to change. My body begins to change just by taking the medicine. And as I began to do my research, it began to show me how the medicine, these herbs that I was taking, were causing my body to go back to the way that it was created to be. And that's to heal. Watch this. I'm going to tell you all. It says, my mother said 4 months, doctor tried to force me to take radiation. God has the answers. So my mother's on here. So she said for 4 months, the doctor tried to get her to do chemo and radiation, and she wouldn't do it. And after 4 months, she is healed today, and she does not have cancer by doing this same regimen, by taking these same herbs. Jehovah Rapha, amen. He is our deliverer and God is our provider. It says, do you drink them straight from the bottle or did you mix them with other drinks or foods? Listen, what I did, there was some herbs that I took straight up. Black seed oil, I mixed the black seed oil most of the time in with my Bragg's vinegar, because I did Bragg's vinegar too. I mixed that because it gave me a little, that Bragg's vinegar overwhelmed this taste for me so that I would be able to take it and stomach it. Because as you know, taking chemo, you're always nauseous and all of that, and taking all that other medicine, you always, got your head in the trash can sometimes. So for those of you that know about anyone who had cancer, dealing with cancer, so I was always nauseous. So I did my Bragg's vinegar with my black seed oil. Now my Lviv, I took my Lviv straight up. Lviv has a good taste. My burdock root, I had to find a way to take my burdock root and my soursop. And what I did was, y'all, I have some awesome recipes for some smoothies, y'all, that are just awesome. I can take one of these smoothies and be good in the morning. But I began to do my burdock root and my soursop, and I began to mix it in with my fruits and berries and my vegetable. It may be spinach or bananas, apples, different things that have. It's because I did not use milk in my smoothies. I did not use milk. I did not use sugar. I did not use ice cream. All I did was, y'all, I froze my vegetables and I froze my fruit. And the next morning when I began to make my teas, I put my little teas inside of the blender, and I began to put my different vegetables. I even froze my bananas, y'all. And I began to put all of these in the blender and begin to make my smoothie. And that's how I took most of, Leah, that's how I took most of my herbs and my teas, was in my smoothie every day. I had a herbal smoothie every single day that had probably 80% of the herbs, the liquid herbs that I took, was infused in that. And one of those things was my aloe vera water. Listen, aloe vera, there's some of those aloe vera products out there are nasty as heck. I did not like them, y'all couldn't pay me to drink them. They were nasty. Listen, share this video. Don't forget, share this video, those of you that are on, because somebody needs to know that they can be healed. And listen, I'm just not talking about cancer tonight, because you can be healed from anything. 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 Herbs are the cure for. You just need to know how to take them and what kind to take. You need to take responsibility for your own life. Take your own life back. Take your own health back and do the research and say, listen, I'm going to research. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that because I want to live. Yes, my mother is telling on me. I was crying and fussing the whole way. For at least 2 months of my ordeal, I was crying and fussing. And one of the biggest things that I had to do, y'all, was change the way that I ate. I could not eat everything. And something that I just noticed on last night, as I told you all on previous broadcasts, hey, cousin Donnie, hey, how you doing? On previous broadcasts, I cut pork out of my diet. I cut pork out of my diet. I cut beef out of my diet. I left the chicken and I left the seafood. Listen, the other night I began to eat a piece of chicken and found out that I didn't like it anymore. I didn't like it. I did not like the taste that chicken had. It was just mind-boggling to me how my body is changing now. And it's rejecting those things that are not good for me or that I should not have. And I found out one thing that was life-changing to me as well, that your body is moved by energy and how your body heals through the energy that's in your body, and your body breaks down whatever you put in it through energy. And so what I began to find out is that your body cannot heal itself and process food at the same time. What do you mean? One is going to be the higher and one is going to be the lesser. And so what happens is, because we have put so many foreign things in our body, your body is so focused on breaking the stuff down that we put in our bodies that it's not using the energy to heal us. And so when we are putting all of these things in our bodies, meat, sugars and salts and different things are foreign to our bodies that our bodies originally wasn't created to consume, now it takes more energy from us to break those things down to where the energy to heal us is very little. And that's why some people stay sick, because in the process of your body trying to heal, you're still eating. And that's another thing that blew my mind, almost laid me out. And you do not have to chew your food in order to say that you have eaten, in order to say that you've gotten all your nutrition. Because bottom line is, when chewing your food and your body trying to break it down, it is missing and not getting all the nutrients out of what we eat anyway. And so one of the best things that I ever got in my life that helped me in my walk was a juicer. This one is the Kung Fu Master. I got a Kung Fu Master, y'all. And I began to do my juicing. I put all my stuff in my juicer. It breaks down your immune system. Yes. I began to juice all of the stuff that I wanted to drink, and some of the stuff I wanted to eat. And I'm finding out, y'all, that by juicing, that I'm not hungry after that. I'm not really hungry for food. And be it, yes, you eat more during this process. Yes, my mom did strong on me to change my diet. Y'all have no clue. My mom, I couldn't really move and do and walk and all that when I was in the hospital and stuff, so I had to eat what she gave me. And sometimes I almost felt like that movie Misery. Hey, y'all watch that movie Misery where, she was feeding him and giving and making. I felt like I was in misery, y'all, because, I love food. I love sweets. I love sugar. But it was God, using my mom to let me know, listen, you have to stay focused. You have to stay consistent on this because, listen, your life is at stake. What would you do, y'all, if your life was at stake? How much would you give? There's some people paying millions of dollars to live, and they're paying the wrong people. They're doing the wrong stuff, and they're still not living. They're still not living to their full potential. Juicing makes your mind more alert. Yes, that's one of the benefits of juicing. So on tonight, y'all, black seed oil. It was a benefit for me, and I'm pretty sure that by you taking it, that it will be a benefit for you. I don't know what may be wrong with you, what you're dealing with, or what's going on in your life, in your family's life, or someone that you know, but I dare you, to do something different this year. We make New Year's resolutions and we do all of that, but do something that's going to change your life and cause you to live a healthy life. And that's with eating properly, and not only eating properly, but, regularly exercising. It's good, y'all. Listen, there's a lot of super Christians or those out there. Well, you just pray and ask God and you just let God do it. And yes, God will do it, but God empowers us. God empowers us to do things. God, and the Bible said, we are living epistles read of all men. So listen, how much more of a witness can we be if we can show that, listen, God told me this and I did it and it worked. Now I'm telling you. Now you can hear my testimony and know that God is a healer. God is a deliverer. God is a way maker. God is a mind regulator. He's a restorer. He's a burden bearer. God is all of these. Yes, alkaline. Yes, we have some health geeks on the line on tonight. Alkaline is a very beneficial to be a part of your diet. And I have a big old machine in there that has 5-gallon jugs of alkaline water. Cancer and different sicknesses and illness cannot live in an alkaline body. And it's so important that we take advantage of what God has given us. So again, those of you that want any of the products that I've talked about, I have some of the products. Men, are there any men on the line? I'm about to blow the minds. Faith without works is dead. You got to do things as well. That is right, Laura. Was there any men on the line? Any married people on the line? I found out something the other week that just blew my mind. And it was in regards to Viagra. You know how some people have to take Viagra due to whatever reasons. And sometimes it's behind health reasons that men have to take Viagra. But there's a study that shows that a doctor, an actual doctor said with 2 of the herbs that I'm about to show you, that they were better than Viagra, and you would not have to take Viagra anymore just by taking these herbs. And you know how Viagra was only for a duration of time per pill? Well, these medicines begin to give a long-lasting effect that didn't just last for one night or one session or whatever. They begin to last a long time. So y'all may want to share this with y'all friends or those people out there that you may notice taking Viagra or whatever. Hey, it's life. It happens. But these two herbs, there is a study to show that these 2 herbs, by taking these 2 herbs together, was better than you taking Viagra, and it caused a better effect than taking a Viagra in a natural way versus a artificial stimulant. So we're talking tonight about living healthy, being healthy, and what we need to take out of our diet. Like I begin to say, taking out sugar out your diet and replacing it with agave nectar. I know my sister Tina is laughing at me right now. She's probably on the floor screaming and laughing about my last little segment in regards to those two medicines. But agave nectar is something that I used and replaced for my sugar when I had my teas and different things. Another thing that is beneficial that I talked about for us on tonight is garlic. This is aged garlic. It is time to take back our life, y'all. It is time to take back what belongs to us. I'm not sure who's all on the line on tonight. I see a few people, but I see, but how many of y'all want to live? I know I do. I have a son. I want to see him graduate. I want to see him have children. I want to see my grandchildren. I even want to see my grandchildren have children, and grandchildren get married. I want to live. And, there's some things that we have to do to live. What would you do to live, y'all? What would you do to be here tomorrow? What would you give? What would you give to be here tomorrow? There was, in the Bible, there was a man who died and wanted to pay his way, to live. And you can't pay your way to live, but you can do what God has given you to do on this earth now by taking herbs that he has given us to sustain us. Who else? Anybody got questions on tonight? Questions. I kind of figured you was. Hey, Kathy Stacks, God bless you. Clogged arteries are fine as well as herbs to clean your heart, increase blood flow. Yes, it is so. Kathy Stacks, God bless you. Listen, Kathy, I want you, I'm not sure if you're still on, but there is something called black seed oil. This is something that you should get. I was just reading a few of your posts the other day, and black seed oil, Pastor Kathy, and also contact me about this stuff here called Lviv. This will be very beneficial for you health-wise, Kathy Stacks. God bless you on tonight. So we want to promote healthy living, healthy lifestyle, and it's amazing how these little herbs that I took in the matter of months caused me to be cancer-free, my hair to grow back while we're taking chemo, and the doctor is sitting there in amazement at me, and kept saying, "This is the miracle." This is a miracle. This is just a miracle. I don't understand. He's like, "I don't understand. How are your hair growing back and how are you?" He thought I had water weight on me, y'all, because I had gained so much weight, going from 95 pounds to the point to where I'm 178 pounds. That's a miracle. Listen, it's a miracle for me because my whole life I've never been over 150 pounds. So that's a miracle for me because I wanted to be 180, 190 pounds. I wanted the weight and couldn't get it. I ate everything imaginable. And I had junk drawers on both sides of my bed filled with all kinds of candies and snacks and everything. And I still couldn't gain a pound over 150. But now I'm at my target weight that I wanted. And I'm just overly grateful, overly joyed about what God has done just by taking some things that I did not like. I did not think, would work. I didn't think they would work. They're just a few herbs, But these herbs, these few little herbs, this tea, this garlic, this black seed oil, this sweet is bitter I'm cancer free today because of what my consistency and faithfulness in taking these things and listening to the voice of God. The Bible said, have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. Listen, the Spirit is not always telling the church, it's time to praise God, it's time to do that. Yes, we're supposed to do that, but listen, it's telling us how to live. The Bible said, I would that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. It's time for us to be in good health. Preachers and evangelists and teachers and apostles, it's time for us to be in good health. We have some of the highest obesity rate, high blood pressure and all of that and in the church. Sugar diabetes in the church because we want to go out and have all them fancy fattening meals. What are the main things that I take? Listen, Terry, what don't I take? Everything that I have talked about tonight is something that I take on a daily basis. I drink these burdock root and this soursop every day. I put them in a smoothie to be able to take these every day. Also, I do my Bragg's vinegar with my raw honey and my black seed oil every day. I do garlic. If I don't do the raw garlic and just chew it and eat it, or just swallow the raw garlic, I use my garlic peels. I do both. I eat raw garlic or I do my garlic peels. Also, alkaline. Alkaline water is something that alkaline is something that I do every day, all day, throughout the day. Alkaline my body, y'all. And as my mother said, these pills or these herbs or these things had to be taken in combination. God bless you, Apostle Bob. In combination, not just by themselves. Every day I drink aloe vera water. And I was stating earlier, I don't like all aloe vera water. They are disgusting to me. They just do not taste good. But my mother found an aloe vera water that worked, that has no taste to me, but gives me the exact same thing that all of the other the ones that taste nasty. It gave me that plus more, and this is awesome, y'all. This aloe vera water you all can get through me, through me. Let me see. Somebody else asked me something. Soursop. Sir, you can go online and look up soursop, but I would encourage you to purchase your soursop through me. Just email me. I do have a specific brand that I use, that I sell, that I know that works. I'm not sure about any of the others or what they've been through. And again, my mother is showing some other information. Study shows that that Viagra is known to cause cancer. So as I was saying, the soursop, you can get that through me. All of the herbs that I'm talking about tonight, I believe in them so much, and believed in them so much after the fact right now, to where I call them and say, hey, I want to be able to provide these to people that I talk to, because I'm tired of my family members dying. I'm tired of people dying that are around me, of stuff that you can be cured from, stuff that you can be healed from, diabetes and hypertension and all of that, liver disease. And, I'm tired of that. That every time I turn around, somebody gone because of something that they could have been cured from. They could, just by taking a few herbs every day, would have caused them to be here another 100 years. and their life has been cut short because of, they want, it is time for us to take back our life. Do you eat regular food or do you cut that off totally? Terry, I do eat regular food. I eat I eat a lot of organic food now more than anything. I don't have a lot of meat in my diet because it is now. It's not because I don't want to. I mean, it's just because now it's not because I'm forced to. It's because I don't want it. I don't want the meat. I eat very little. Like at the beginning of the broadcast, I was telling how I don't want to eat chicken anymore. Chicken and fish was the only meats or proteins that I would have besides, maybe beans or something like that. But I don't do any canned vegetables. I don't do any canned fruits, anything from a can. I try to stick with brown rice, and I eat a lot of vegetables. I eat a lot of salads, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, and like tonight, all I had tonight was some broccoli, and I had some asparagus, and I had 4 pieces of shrimp, and I was done, and I was full, and that was my meal for tonight, and a lot of people say, well, how are you getting so big? And that's the way I'll probably eat again a little bit later, but, I eat regular food, but like I said earlier, you don't always have to chew your food to say that you've eaten. You can juice your food. You can do a smoothie with your herbs, and they are just more beneficial to you than you chewing your food, because if you really look at it and think about it, you would get more nutrients and everything that you're supposed to get out of it by juicing it. And another thing that it helps your body 100% in breaking your stuff down that's in your body, because you've already pretty much almost processed everything your body has to do. So when it goes in your body spends less time processing what you've put in it and using all of that energy to fight whatever it is that's ailing your body or going on in your body. Fried foods, as everybody know, are not that good, or not good for you. But here is another oil. It's called virgin coconut oil. It is awesome. This is what I took all of the other oils out of my diet, and I've only used coconut oil and olive oil. Those are the only oils that I use in my diet now. These are the best for you. And what I love about coconut oil is that you can consume coconut oil, and you can also use it for different things on your body. I use this to lotion with. If I was to do lotion for you men or those people that have those rough feet, that have alligator feet, as they call them, dinosaur feet, put some coconut oil on it and wrap it up with some plastic and put a sock on for a few hours at night. I guarantee you by the morning time you have some feet that's almost, it depends on how bad your feet are, but you have some almost baby feet by the time the morning get here. But and it is really good as far as moisture on your body, but it's really good in regards to cooking your food. When I was not able to cook for myself and different things, my mother, when she cooked my meals, she will only use coconut oil, and she would saute my vegetables in coconut oil, and she would use my amino acid, liquid aminos. She would use that, or she wouldn't put anything on there, and she would just leave it for me to put on there once she brought my plate to me. Yes, and I was just getting to that. Gluten-free food is very good for you, and I'm going to talk about next week when I come on. I'm going to share some cookies that I found. They are sugar-free, gluten-free. The cookies, they're really good. My cousin found out about them, and she's probably asleep now. But listen, y'all, I'm getting ready to get off here. You can message him to purchase the soursop. I'm getting ready to get off of here in a few minutes. Is there any questions or anybody on the line? I'll try to answer some questions the best I can in regards to any of the medicine the herbs that are here. Any questions on tonight? Getting ready to get off. I sure thank you. God bless you, Billy. It is time to live healthy. Again, any of the herbs that I've talked about tonight, especially the Lviv, you can order that through me. The Power Boost, I will talk about this later, but these two, they are awesome. These two together for men, they are they are better than Viagra. But again, the black seed oil, I stress about this black seed oil because it is amazing. Hey, listen, weight loss. Glad you asked. I talked about this. Hey, Nicole, talked about this a little bit earlier, but one of the things that will help you with weight loss is biggest thing to exercise. See, that's so easy, but no, really, exercise is good. But another thing that helps you with weight loss in regards to a herbal aspect, and I'm just telling you one of the attributes or the benefits of this herb that I looked up, and that is black seed oil. When I looked it up, the number it says there were 7 things, 7 benefits of black seed oil, and the 4th one was weight loss. So in regards to your weight loss, I would encourage you. See, this black seed oil, like I said, it is a super herb. It helps you with everything. But those are one of the things. I am going to put information. There is a lady. Yes. So the black seed oil will help you, but there is a health and wellness coach that is awesome. She's a young lady. Are you selling black seed oil? Yes, I do sell the black seed oil. Yes, black seed oil. But she is awesome in regards to nutrition, health, and wellness, and I will get you her information and send it to you. She's here in Nevada, so she will be able to help you in that aspect of your journey to weight loss. But again, weight loss it comes from eating right. And listen, a lot of people think just because you don't eat that's going to help you lose weight. That's not the case. You have to eat, but it's eating properly. And one of the biggest things that you need to do and should do in regards to losing weight is to make sure you eat breakfast. Hey Pam, hey, how you doing? Send it to me. Is make sure that you eat breakfast. Breakfast is one of the most essential parts of the day. Olive oil should be gluten-free, coconut oil powder. So my Dr. Jones, she is putting information on here as well in regards to the different things that I'm talking about tonight. But I want the black seed oil. Inbox me, Mr. Walker. Inbox me, and I will get you the information that you need in regards to the black seed oil. Listen, you all, the website will be up in a matter of a week or so, maybe, and it will have all of the information about all of these products on there. I think he used agave as sweetener. Yes, agave is what I use as a sweetener, but I did not use agave as a sweetener for me taking any of my herbs. I just took them straight up, or when I took my teas, the burdock root or the soursop, I just put them in a smoothie that was sweetened by the fruits that I put in there. The guava was, I only used this when I had pancakes or different things like that, or things that needed sugar. I used guava, or I used stevia. So this was a liquid sweetener for me, and then stevia was a powder. So, just depending on what the item was or what it was that I needed sweetened or wanted sweetened, I used those. Yes, you must eat breakfast. The breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day because it helps your body, but you have to eat those things that are right in regards to your body, because your body, But again, putting healthy stuff in your body, it causes your body to sometimes. If you think about it, our bodies are like computers, and what we put in it, can either cause it to move faster or move slower. And so, what we put in our bodies, we need to make sure we put in the right things in our bodies so it can function properly. And so it can function properly. And so, when we put the right things in our body, it causes our body to boost and work and operate at its highest peak or potential. So, any other questions on tonight? Yes, she is a fitness coach as well as a diet coach. Yes, raw honey was another sweetener that I use. Organic raw honey. Hey, Nicole. Hey, health growth tips. Okay, I was telling them earlier when I was taking chemo, my hair began to fall out. So as my hair was falling out, Nicole, I began to use this product called Groveda Creamy Shampoo. And so eventually my hair did completely, fell out, and then I was like, I can't take it. I can't take this process of my hair coming out piece by piece. So I just cut it all off. And I said, but I also began to take black seed oil during this whole process. And between the black seed oil and this Groveda, and the Groveda it says promotes hair growth and thickness and lessens breakage. This is awesome. And I'm going to tell you a testimony. One of the ladies that I know takes this and uses this product. And she's an older lady in her 70s. And her hair was breaking off and falling off. It had got real thin. She was actually losing her hair. And she started taking this product. And when she started taking this product, she came back and said, listen, I got to talk to them because she said, I got to tell them about this product. I said, what? She said, I got to stop taking this product. I said, why? What's wrong? She said, my hair's too thick now. I don't know what to do with it. It works too well. So she stopped taking it. So I thought that was so funny and there's testimonies after testimony after testimonies in regards to this hair growth. And also, Groveda is an awesome product to use in regards to helping hair growth. Also, black seed oil. There is studies and there's testimonials that black seed oil helps with hair restoration. So these two products together are amazing for hair growth. So in regards to that, don't just take my word, but go Google it. Go look it up. Look up these products. Look up these products and you will find, what I've said. Groveda, you can look that up. It's online. And also the black seed oil is online. But like I said earlier, don't just go out and get any type of product. You want the best. You want the best product. Some of these products that I'm offering you, you can't get nowhere else but online overseas somewhere, and I have them. I need that also, the hair growth. Yes, listen, I'm telling you, that stuff is amazing. They have a whole line of products. I guess I'll talk about this product for a minute. So they have Graveda Creamy Shampoo. It says, and then they have Groveda hair sperm, and and also they have, serum, hair serum. Then they have Groveda creamy conditioner. Then they have Groveda organic green tea avocado hair mask. I've never heard of a hair mask before, but this stuff, it smells awesome though. But this stuff is good. But like I said, those things, the things that I talked to you about on tonight, I offer them, and I will make sure if you email me or send me a message in my inbox, I will give you the information that you need, or send you an order form, and you can order these products from me. I'll send them to you. It's time to live healthy. I don't know about you, but I want to be healthy. Pam is on the line. She says it works, and she's talking about the Groveda. Lily Walker, can you? I don't understand what you're saying in your message. So listen, let's live a healthy life. Let's live a healthy life, and let's do what it takes. So whatever you heard on tonight, whatever you see, and listen, I love likes and hearts and stuff like that. So if I'm saying something that you like, that's interesting to you, or that you didn't know that you were interested in, just throw likes and hearts or something else so I can know that you're still out there. Any more questions on tonight? Any more questions? I'm getting ready to get off. Listen, like I said, the things that I'm telling you about are things that I found that worked in my ordeal with being diagnosed with cancer, and it pushed and promoted me to do this because of all of the things that I dealt with in my ordeal of being diagnosed with cancer, and then the different illnesses that hit my family this year, with my aunt and my different ones. And I'm like, I'm tired of people in my family dying when we can live, and whatever it is that has attacked our bodies or their bodies, we can beat it. We can kill it. It does not have to kill us. Can you send me your email address? Yes, Miss Walker, I will get you my email address. I will send you my email address, and you can contact me in regards to any medicine or anything that you've heard on tonight, or you can send me yours, and I will get that to you. Any other questions on tonight? Any other questions? Come on. Is that it? Everybody good for tonight? So, again, we are going to take syrup out of our diet, and we're going to replace it with agave nectar. All right, Miss Walker, I will get that to you. Place your order, and I will get that to you. Whatever it is that you need, we're going to make sure that we are going to be on the path of health and wellness. Listen, I'm going to be putting out a book in regards to my smoothies, and another book in regards to where do I go from now? Where do I go from here? And from here meaning at the point of finding out that there's something wrong. Where do I go from here? And we're going to show you how do you get back to the point of being made whole and well. All right, y'all. God bless y'all tonight. I'm getting ready to go, and no problem. God bless you. God bless all y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all to life. Love y'all to life. And we are going to live. The Bible says you shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. You need to speak life over yourself. One thing before I leave, and it's a bigger thing. You need to have a vision and see yourself living. See yourself living. The Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. You need to write the vision for your life. You need to write yourself. I don't care. My mother had came and brought me a pen and paper when I was in the hospital, and at this time I was a little bit upset about things that were going on or whatever. She said, Michael, you need to begin to write yourself living. You need to begin to write yourself here. You need to begin to write out your life. You need to begin to write out that you're going, what's going to happen in your future. You need that you're going to see your son graduate, that you're going to see him get married, that you're going to see this and see that. You need to begin to write the vision for your life. Have a vision. Don't see yourself as what people say. I don't care if they say that you're sick or you're that. You don't have to be what people say you are. The Bible says you are what he says you are. You are what God has said, not what man has said. All right? So yeah, they may have said on paper that you're sick and you have this and you have that, but listen, on my paper, I'm healed, I'm delivered, I'm made whole, I'm getting out of this hospital, I'm getting out of this bed, my hair is growing back, my skin is beautiful, I have no infections in my body, I don't have sugar diabetes, I'm not on medication anymore, my heart is fine, my liver is good, my arteries are good, my kidneys is good, we need to begin to speak those things that be not as though they are. All right? All right. I'm done. God bless y'all.